Hello and welcome back to the Tech 10 CAD classroom. Today's video we're going to be doing this acrylic photo frame. Now this activity leads on from your previous activity, which was the acrylic phone holder. However, notice in this model that it composes of two parts, and this will be a component assembly, so which we call top-down modeling, or an example of top-down modeling. So let's get started. So the first thing we need to do is to create a new design. So open a new page, a blank canvas, and we're going to click here. Straight away, you're going to click Save and put it in your Tech 10 Plastics folder, your name, photo frame. I'm not going to save it here today because I've already done it here. But don't forget to save, please. So let's get started. Now, this is a little bit different. Before we actually draw anything, we need to create an assembly model, right? So I'm going to call this a new component, and here, this is going to be the base. Click OK, and you'll notice in my tree over the left-hand side, this is the parent file. If you've saved your model here, let me flick over, you'll see that my parent file is named, and each one of these now are a child of the parent, all right? That's the terminology we use in the CAD world. So notice I've got base here and it's activated by the little dot. Click Create a Sketch. We're going to click this front window here. Now I'm going to be moving a bit fast. Remember, if I'm too fast for you, stop, rewind and play again. Shortcut key for line is L. Snap to the origin please and drag out. Type in 60, use the tab key twice and hit enter. L for line again, snap it to the origin, drag diagonally. Type in 60, tab key twice, press enter. Dimension key, D for dimension. Click the first line, let go of your mouse. Click the second line, let go of the mouse and click again. So there's 3 clicks there. Type in 60 degrees and enter. We're now going to create a fillet, so modify fillet. We're going to pick the bottom line and the diagonal line, type in 3. Hit enter, ignore the warning. We're now going to place an offset, so use an offset, pick that line and we're going to type in 3. And make sure it goes to the outside, not the inside, please. So 3 millimeters and enter. We need to close the gates. We've done this before. Zoom in, L for line. Click there, click there. Zoom in again. Click there, drag around, click there. If you're successful, you'll know you'll have a valid profile because it will turn blue. Finish sketch. E for extrude and drag out to 100 millimeters or type in 100 millimeters. Now the base is done, we can fit that back on there. We're going to press the A key for appearance. A key. On this demo I might use yellow plastic. There we go. I like this plastic glossy yellow. And done. Righto, we now need to go back up to the parent model. So watch what I do here. I click at the top, okay, and I activate that little dot. All right, so that gets me, notice it's not activated now. Once again, I'll show you. The base is activated, which is the child. Let's activate the parent by clicking the dot up there. Okay, we need to create a new component. So assembly, new component. This is going to be the frame. Notice here that it's created and the black dot is now selected. Create a sketch. We're going to pick this front window here. And I'm going to zoom out and use my pan tool to drag that down and press escape. I need to draw 2 lines. I've got snap to grid turned on. You'll notice it's snapping. If I click on the grid, I've got it turned on. Yours may be turned off or turned on. You can toggle between if you need be, right? So I'm going to use L for line. I'm going to snap it there and drag up vertically. Make sure you're dragging vertically. It's going to be 150 and click enter. Going to use the pan tool to drag down. L for line, click here and drag up. Now, notice here that the parallel constraints are already picked. However, we want to make this line equal that line. So we use the equals, 1, 2, and those lines are the same. However, if I press the escape, notice that this lifts up. So I'm going to use the horizontal vertical constraint now and lock those two together. And I suggest you do the same. Okay, I'm going to zoom up here now, create, we want an arc, a 3-point arc. We click that white dot first, click that white dot second and drag up. Now D for dimension, and dimension that, you want to be 3.5, enter, all right? So now we can do our offset. So I'm going to move this up a little bit and zoom in, press escape. Here's my offset. We don't want to drag out this time, we want to drag in. And we want to drag in -3 because that'll be our wall thickness of our plastic. Hit enter. Once again, we've got to close the gate. Now we can do a new tool here, and I'll show you. Alpha line. I can click the outside dot, miss the first one, miss the second one, and go to the last one. And I've got a line all the way across. Press the escape key. I need to delete that middle line though. So T for trim is our cutting tool. There it is there. It looks like a pair of scissors. You have to cut that middle line. Okay, press escape. Now you can just join them individually if you want, or you can do what I did. Finish sketch, E for extrude. We're going to drag out 100 millimeters. A for appearance. This time we want clear plastic. Acrylic clear, and drag it on. Close. Okay. I'm going to go to the parent model now, activate it, and activate the dot. All right. And now we want to put a joint on. All right. So up here, assembly, joint, shortcut key is J, or it lives in the taskbar up there. Now, as I touch this face, see how the coin snaps around, but see how it does some weird stuff. So I hold that face, and I'm going to hold the control key. If you've got a Mac, it's the command key. And now it will only snap to the points I want on that face. So watch again. I'll just bring that around a little bit so you can see. Touch that face. It's coining. I want to coin to that bottom point there. Make sure you're holding the key down, or it does silly things. Okay, now I can move my view cube, and I want to grab this one here. I'm holding my control, or if you're on a Mac, your command key. You see it coining around here. I want that bottom section one there. And the plastic is now joined. All right, so let's do a little bit of advanced feature, and you've done this one before. We're going to come down here to the frame. Notice we're activated at a parent level at the moment. Let's activate at the child level, which is the frame. Create a sketch and pick on that front face. Create text. We're going to draw a text box, and you're going to put your name in there. I'm going to use my old friend Bart Simpson. Click OK. You can now reposition it. You can zoom in. You roughly want it about there. Okay, finish sketch. We'll go to our home view. Come around one. Extrude key, or E for extrude. Remember, if you pull it grows. If you go down it cuts. I'd like to cut it 0.25 millimeter. So that's 1/4 millimeter. And click OK. And we now have the Bart Simpson name on the front. Save your model. Once again, before you move on, you need to remember to save and take a screenshot. With your screenshot, ensure that it covers your name. Otherwise, your instructor will not sign you off. So a complete full screenshot. Thank you. I hope you learned something.